Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haido. We are here with Marleen this afternoon on a very beautiful but sunny and hot Aruba day. And what you are seeing is further up to the baby beach. We are checking out the hill that is to be seen today. Very clear day, very good visibility. That what you are looking at is Venezuela, and some folks snorkeling on this part of the baby beach, the extended part of it at least. We can see it over here. Welcome again, and hope you will be enjoying this walk with us. We are going to walk towards the baby beach and parts of the extended on the other side and check out this area. I know the baby beach is a very popular spot, and folks are always interested in seeing more about it. Now we gotta come and do some snorkeling ourselves over here one of these days and maybe make a vlog out of it. Let me know if that is something that you guys would be interested in. But in the meantime, we have a very rocky road ahead of us. Get it? Rocky road. And we are going to slowly walk over these, but eventually speed it up a little bit and give you an impression of these areas that you can swim around here at the easternmost part of the island of Aruba. In other news, if we take a look at our right side, this is where the secret hotel resort is being built. Now, is being built as we speak. The development, the construction at least of it is at least for the moment temporarily stopped, and we don't know I almost fell we don't know how that one is going to end up. The construction of it has had a lot of rocky road itself, you could say. Some are against it, some think it's a good development for this part of the island, so the more or less the San Nicolas part of the island, which has no large resorts as of now. And that's an ongoing discussion, and the reason it stopped right now is that some of the neighbors of this part of the island are against it, and that's why they have to go to court again. And yeah, that's up to the judge to decide. Now, a lot of discussion on baby beach usually, because the last couple of years it's gotten really popular and it's always busy. And the fear is that because of it's a couple of hundred rooms, that the baby beach is going to only get more and more busier. We're going to take a look in a bit at the baby beach, see if it's really that busy. We are filming this on a weekend, so it might not be as busy. Right now it's around 4 p.m. We were supposed to film this a little bit earlier, but it was just way too hot the last, or today at least, but the last couple of days also, it's been so hot that, oh, look at this. Let me see if I can catch a shot of this. Oh, this is nice. Huh? Yeah, Aruba 23. So we decided to wait a little bit further during the day, and right now 4 p.m. seems a little bit easier to do this walk. It did get in the cars thermometer, at least got to 39 degrees Celsius that is. So we don't know what's going on. Usually those temperatures are not the usual, and also I would say like normally you would get those higher temperatures in September or so. We don't know exactly the reasons why that's been going on. The good thing is it is sunny, it is beautiful. I see a crab in the water here. Look how it jumps from one stone to the other. And yeah, so to also explain briefly, while this looks like it's been, that it was made, it was actually made, yes, but it was naturally made. So this part, the rocks that you see on the outer side were pretty much laid there by a storm about almost 20 years ago. And that's the reason we continue to see the Santa Ana Hill. And Santa Ana, if you say it quickly, Santa Ana, it would mean a cemetery in our language of Papiamento, so Santana. And happens to be that we do have the dog cemetery here close by, also to the extended part of the baby beach. We have not, or will not be covering that in this during this vlog, but that's something that's also very how would you describe the pet cemetery, the dog cemetery?
I think it's special because I never saw it anywhere before. And what country I was? Only here. Yeah, there are in Holland, but no, not so beautiful near the beach.
Yeah.
As this. It's a special place.
Yeah, that's what I often say is that even our pets have an ocean view when they're not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of like they have kind of like the best spot.
Yeah.
when they're not with us anymore. So we're going to start taking more or less of a right turn. So we are at the official part of the baby beach. And snorkeling here is, yes, it's possible. I see someone doing the paddle boat. And the baby beach is, if you take into account its name. Oh, what's up? So if you take into account the name Baby Beach, is it really for babies? Is it really good for bringing your babies? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's very calm waters. As you can see, it's a bay. And it's very calm water. It's not so deep for the most of it. It's not so deep, so you can feel mostly safe. But I always like to also warn folks on the dangers of it. And the dangers is when you get too far where you should not be. Let's say out there or out there snorkeling, you gotta just stay within the limits. There are some markings over here that kind of like tells you don't go on the outside of it. But some folks decide to do it anyway. And yes, there have been folks who have drowned here. What a friendly bird. What a friendly seagull. And the water's crystal clear. Look at fish. There's a group of fish right there. Wow, and they're pretty big. Wow. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then of course comes the pelican and they're gonna eat. They are going to eat. Let's see if we can catch it this one. Oh my God, you never know what you can see on Let's Go with Jairo. Nature doing its thing. Gosh. That was amazing. I felt like Discovery Channel for a second. And I do see like a spot right there. The reason I mention it is that folks do see turtles here also. So they spot turtles also. I'm wondering if that could be a turtle. I'm not sure it's moving. Any chance it could be? I don't know. And I said we're gonna speed it up, but we're kind of like not really. That might just be a stone there, it seems. And I have to say it is busy today, but not as busy as I thought it would be. So it's not as bad. I mean, there's a lot of people here, sure, but it can get a lot busier than this. So this is actually a pretty nice day to be here. And there is a restaurant here. There are restrooms, and these you can rent them out, and yeah, you can bring your own, of course. I do recommend, if you can and if you have, to bring your own. Sometimes they can be expensive to rent, and sometimes they rent it for like 2 hours at a block. Sometimes, not always, but yeah, bring your own chairs and such. If you prefer to sit on a chair, that is definitely recommended. So if we take also a look to the right again, we can see the construction, the resort being constructed. And the COVID time also hindered that construction, at least part of it. And who knows right now at this point if it will ever be finished or not. And if not, it's going to be a ruin. Hopefully that's not the case. And those things oftentimes, these type of things oftentimes they take longer on islands. People can't make up their mind. The nature activists will continue to fight it. In this case also the neighbors, in this case. We're gonna go around this boat. Wow, it's sunny, and wow, it's
hot.
very hot. We wish we could be swimming and maybe eating also. Because we are a little bit hungry. We haven't had lunch yet. We did have a late breakfast, but the lunch not yet. So we're trying to film this little short walk for you guys, so you can enjoy the baby beach. The best time to be here, probably in the morning. Looks very beautiful. Most of the time less people here, so that means more space for you to enjoy. And yeah, it looks small, but there are a lot of areas. And from your hotel, at least from the Palm Beach, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes to get here, more or less. So it is a drive. And I'm gonna go and try to avoid that little speaker that's gonna mess with some music in my video. Worth noting is also a lot of renovations and additions. So more parking spaces, and also they are, from what I I've heard they are rebuilding the tennis courts, the basketball courts, and yeah, so in the future it's going to be an even more improved area over here. And these make for great shots. As we continue to still look at the hill in Venezuela. And worth mentioning also is that we were able, for the first time I was able to show Marleen the very tip of Curacao, the very tip of the Christoffelberg in Curacao. Sorry about that, I just had a little problem with audio equipment. Oh, look at this beach here, it's very, very nice. Tommy Bahama. The water looks very clear, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Very, very clear. We're taking a look back now. Yeah.
I really want to jump in. Maybe we can jump in. after
Maybe we
filming.
can. Yeah.
I think we're gonna do that.
Yep. I was just telling them also that for the first time you saw the very tip of Curacao. Not very clear, but we were able to
Yeah, spot it.
spot it.
Yeah.
And the best place to do it actually is at the Cerro Colorado, so at the top of the hill, and also in the morning. But it all depends on the visibility, and it's definitely not all the time that you can see it. It's very difficult to spot, except a few periods in the year. So I'm wondering, till where should we do the walk this afternoon? I'm gonna leave that up to the Queen.
Maybe we can finish after the big rock.
After the big rocks. All right, let's do that. So we are coming up to the Rum Reef, Baby Beach, Aruba. Also a very popular spot. They do have an infinity pool. We can see some folks taking photos now. And if it's up to me, I wouldn't know why I would come to the Baby Beach to swim in a swimming pool. But a lot of folks do like taking that photo of the infinity pool with the beach in the background. That I do get, totally. But the Baby Beach is such a beautiful, beautiful beach that I think make sure you just get in the water, right?
Yes.
It's much, much nicer.
Yes.
So there are a few options. I do believe there's a diving shop also. I think it still exists back here. And yeah, it's an area in development. I do believe I've heard also some things happening at the Rogers Beach also, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe in a few months, maybe in a year or so, we're gonna see an even more improved area. And yeah, that's about it for this time. Hope you enjoyed it, even though it was hot.
Always, yeah, it's beautiful.
And we hope you have enjoyed it back home. Thank you for watching. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.